Welcome to our home on this first day of September, the land of flowers. So we have a few more of these beautiful yellow gingers, and they go well with the roses. The smell is almost unbelievable. It's so gorgeous.
And brings us right back to Hawaii.
So today's little talk is going to be about service, and I'm going to start with a story about my mother, and then go down to, in ages, to a story about our little grandson, Owen. So my mother, actually both of my parents, were really into service, and helping other people was such an important part of their lives. And so, of course, living with them, I think I just absorbed it. It's an important part of our lives as well. So when my parents were older, they moved next door to us from Buffalo, New York. And that was really, really wonderful. And they joined a little church that was right down the road. And once a week, there was homeless night at the church. And this group of, I think, 20 homeless men would come, and the church would feed them. My parents always brought a meal. But they didn't just bring the meal. They sat and they made friends with these men, and really listened to them and treated them as the most beautiful people, which they are. I loved that.
Were there women too, or just men?
No, this was just men. And the church had a room with cots, and so they could sleep there the night, and they had built showers for them too. So it was a nice thing. So as my mother, and then after my father died, my mother wasn't as able to do things like that, and she started writing cards of encouragement to people every day, because I'd mail them. There'd be at least 3 cards, and these would be my cousins or people at the church, or even, well, I don't think the homeless men, because they didn't really have an address. And then my mother could no longer use her hands, and so that stopped. And she loved to bake for people, and that had to stop too. But she told both of us that she could still smile, and that would be her service. And we used to take turns, our family, Barry and I, and our 3 children, and we'd take her in her wheelchair down to the beach. There was a nice place to walk, and she would smile at every single person that passed, and people just grew to love my mother so much. They'd see her smile, and it would just brighten their day. And that's how my mother remained in service, really, until the day she died. Right. She continued to smile and give that love. So I love that about my mother. So our little grandson, Owen, started 3rd grade. He's 8 years old. And I had read that a good thing to do with children is when they come home, I mean, most parents say, "What did you learn?" And they're interested and they want to know. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. But then to add, who did you help today? So we were trying to talk to Owen, Barry and I, and his mother, Mira, about that. And he said, "Well, I don't think anyone needs help in my class." And we're trying to get him to see that there's all different kinds of ways to help. And he said, "Well, there's a little boy who doesn't speak any English. He's from Mexico." We said, "That's it. Invite him to play with you at recess." And that's helping. And he lit up. He loved that idea. That's a way that he could be of service too. So I I think it's important to still instill in children that this concept of serving, really being there for other people, is such a beautiful way of life. And as we age, it changes. Like with my mother, it became more active service, and then slower and slower, and to the only thing that she could really genuinely do is to really smile. And she did that. She continued to be of service for her whole life.
I remember when we were sitting with Owen, and we were asking him, about this little boy who couldn't speak English, and he said, "But I don't know Spanish. The only word I know is hola, which is hi, right?" And I said, "You don't have to talk to help. And isn't that beautiful? You can play." Yeah. So last week, in the video, I shared this story of this miraculous meeting where I was, again, so many times I feel like we're all called to help people, but it was a really powerful experience that I talked about last week of helping a young man who had lost all hope and being guided to be with him. And anyway, I just wrote that up as our monthly article, which is going to come out Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. But meanwhile, there's my favorite prayer is attributed to St. Francis. I don't even know if it is actually his, but it's attributed to him. "Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace." I think he did write that. Anyway, there's probably at least 100 different versions of the song, but I had to add my own version. So here it is.
It's a beautiful version, very.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Instrument of your peace. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Sing with me. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is doubt, I'll bring faith. Where there is darkness, let me bring light. Where there is sadness, I'll bring joy. It is in giving that we receive. It is in loving that we are loved. And it is in dying that we are born. We are born to eternal light and life. instrument of your peace. Sing with me. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. 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 So close your eyes a moment and really ask inwardly, beloved Spirit, beloved God, let me be ready to serve, even in the smallest way, even with a smile or playing with someone, or even just one kind word to someone. Make me an instrument of your peace. All right, take a nice deep breath and greet this day with open-heartedness and love.
And how can you be of service today? There's so many different ways, and it's just so important. It I don't know, gives back to us so much when we give to others. All right. Thank you for watching these videos, and we love when people comment. It just means so much to us. So we thank you for people that take the time to comment. It's really important to us. All right.
I know. I mean, the camera is pretty, but not as pretty as your faces and your words.
The words are really, really, really special.
All right. Bless you. Oh,
The kiss.
The kiss.